What's up, everybody? We are live. We have a pretty good card tomorrow for the first card of 2025. We got the rematch. We got UFC Vegas 1 Live free card on ESPN Plus. We got Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas 2. And yeah, it's a good fight. You guys already know how I feel about Mackenzie Dern. You know, I met her, and yeah, man, she's a dope fighter. She's probably one of the hottest chicks in the UFC. And yeah, man. We'll talk about that shortly. So, yeah, Tampa card was a good success. Had a winning night. Cub Swanson, thank you, Jesus. That was an awesome win. I thought he dominated the fight. Let's get it, guys. Let's dive right into it. We got one bet, and I cannot wait to talk about it. First fight of the night, I believe we got Aliev versus Joseph Solecki. I like Aliev. I bet on him, I believe, in his last fight versus Alves. We haven't seen him in a very long time. He looks like Khabib, you know. He's a grappler as well. Solecki's a grappler. Yeah, I got the better grappler. Aliev's minus 700. Solecki's plus 500. I don't think Solecki's that good at all. So, yeah, I think the better grappler is going to dominate the fight. And, yeah, I think he's just going to take him down and dominate him. So I got Aliev to get the dub. Next fight, we got Fatima Kline versus Victoria Dudakova. Yeah, man, I like Fatima Kline a lot, man. She's a good prospect. You know, she trains Aaron Blanchfield, you know, their main training partners and stuff. And I bet on her in her debut against Jazz Vicious. This is a bad bet. This is a good fight for her. I think that she's going to be a ranked fighter soon. And, yeah, I don't think Dudakova is good. I think Kline has her beat in the grappling for sure. Way better on the mat. The feet's going to be close, but I think Kline's a better striker. I think she's going to get takedowns. I think she can get her out of there. So I'm going to go with Fatima Kline for the win. And, yeah, back-to-back favorites. So let's do it. Next fight, we got Magomed Gadzhiyasulov versus Bruno Lopes. This is an interesting fight. I don't think Lopes is good at all. You know, he looked like a jobber in Contender Series in his first fight against Ribeiro. He won last fight. He got hurt as well and dropped. You know, I don't think the Russian's really good either. But I'll pick him to get the win. But, yeah, I'm looking to fade Magomed in the future for sure. I don't think both these guys are good. I know some people that are taking the shot on Bruno Lopes, so good luck there. But, yeah, I'm not interested in this fight, man, at all. It's a jobber fight. So we'll go with Magomed to get the win. Next fight, we got Ernesta Kareckaite versus Nicole Caliari. We got Ernesto, who's minus 260, and we got Nicole, who's plus 220. Interesting fight. You know, I thought about picking and betting Caliari, and then I went back and watched the tape, you know, and, yeah, I'm going to pick Ernesta to get the win. She has like a 9-inch reach advantage here. She's a lot better on the feet. Very good cardio and good boxing. A lot of very good volume, too. Go back and watch her fight against Carly Judy's. Damn, that was one of the best fights probably all time. One of the best women's fights of all time. By far, might be top 3. I mean, he's on Contender Series. It was such a good fight. It was a dog fight. You know, yeah, Ernesta lost to Barbosa last fight. She came back and almost, you know, looked good in the third round. But Barbosa's levels above Caliari. Caliari, you know, has no answer, I feel like, in the feet. I think Ernesta's a lot better on the feet. It's going to pick her apart at range with a 9-inch reach advantage and has good boxing and very good volume, good cardio. Definitely has a cardio advantage as well. Caliari has to get the takedowns here. And, yeah, it's going to be tough. So I got Ernesta picking her apart and getting the job done. Next fight, we got Jacoby Smith, minus 650 versus Preston Parsons, plus 475. I think Jacoby Smith was probably most people's, you know, favorite prospect from last Contender Series. I mean, you know, D1 wrestler, good striking. I mean, he looked great. I don't see how he doesn't beat Parsons. I think this guy's going to go far in the division, and I'm very excited to see who he gets next. Parsons is, you know, not a jobber, but I don't really think he's that good. I think Smith hasn't beat on the feet, and I definitely think he's a better grappler. I think there should be some cool exchanges on the map, but, yeah, Jacoby Smith's going to go out there and absolutely dissect Parsons, in my opinion. So I got Jacoby Smith by finish. Next fight, we got one of the best fights of the card, man, in my opinion. It should be on the main card. We got Thiago Moises, minus 171 versus Trey Ogden, plus 146. This is my only bet of the night. We got 3 units on Trey Ogden at plus 142. I think it's a good matchup for him. I do acknowledge that Moises is, you know, 6 years or 5 or 6 years younger Yeah, he's 29 and Ogden's 35. But if you watch the tape on this fight, it really looks like Ogden's getting better and better, and Moises is just getting he's declining, man. You know, he's very low volume. I think Ogden has more volume for sure. I think striking is close. I think Moises might be a little more technical, but Ogden has a good jab. And I think Ogden has this good movement, man, good cardio. I think he's a very smart fighter. I think that Ogden can pick him apart, kind of dance around. And, you know, Moises doesn't have knockout power, in my opinion, man, for Trey Ogden. Ogden's a pretty durable guy. And grappling-wise, they're both good grapplers. But Ogden, I think, is the better grappler. I think he's going to mix in takedowns and just control. I mean, don't get subbed. Moises is a good jiu-jitsu player. But, yeah, I like Ogden here, man. I think this should be a pick-em. Even Ogden maybe in the favor. I think that he's the better fighter right now, man. He's 4-2 in UFC, 3-5 winning streak. You got Moises, who's 1-2 in his last 3. He just his best win. I mean, is what, man? Who's his best win? The Bobby Green fight was a very, very close fight. I think Ogden's, best Ogden. I think Moises' best win is probably let's go back and look at it right now. I mean, is it Alex Hernandez? I mean, let's see this. The Bobby Green fight was very controversial, in my opinion. And then the Michael Johnson fight, I thought he was getting his ass beat until he got the sub. I mean, yeah, man, his best win might be it's tough. I mean, is it Michael Johnson? Yeah. And then you look at Ogden. I mean, he beat Zellhuber. He beat Ratzabov, who's, I think, a good win. They both beat Hollowball. He beat Mota. I mean, yeah, man. It's the similar competitions, the same. Ogden maybe a little better for the win. But, I mean, it's all about the matchup, man. I think that the striking's close, but I just think Ogden's going to throw more, man. More volume. I think he can jab Moises up. And Moises just doesn't really get going, man. He doesn't have the pressure, I feel like, to get to hurt Ogden, man. Voik was pressuring like crazy, and Ogden still dominated the fight. And I mean, the third round, I'll give the Voik, but it was a 29-28 clear for Ogden. So, but yeah, I think Ogden's going to mix in takedowns, and he has very good top control. He's really good at just laying and praying and stalling, and I think he's a very smart fighter, and I think he's a better fighter right now, man. So, yeah, let's get it, guys. So, first bet of the night is going to be Trey Ogden, plus 142. Let's get it. I think he's going to be the pressure fighter as well. Moises backs up a lot, man. So, is there anything else I want to mention? Yeah, I mean, Kline took him down once, BST 5 times, Green twice, Hollowball twice. I mean, Ogden's pretty much taken down, I feel like, everyone in the UFC's fought besides Bahamunda. So I think Ogden's going to get takedowns here, and I think the striking's going to be very close, and I think he's going to throw more, and I think he's going to jab him up. Ogden's jab is very nasty. So, and he definitely throws more in cardio. I think they both have good gas tanks, but yeah, I like the movement. I like Trey Ogden. Let's get it. 3 units plus 42. My only bet, and Underdog City. Let's go. Trey Ogden. So next fight, we got Marco Tulio Silva minus 150 versus Igor Potieria plus 350. Yeah, man. I don't really think Potieria belongs in the UFC. I think that he's at the bottom of the barrel, and I'm not really saying Silva's, anything impressive yet, but I think the most impressive thing about him is that he's, hanging out with Norman Dumont, so congrats. But his striking's not bad. I definitely think he's going to win this fight. So I'm going to go with who I think is a better fighter, Silva. But, yeah, not confident. Next fight, we got Jose Johnson, minus 154 currently versus Felipe Bunes, plus 134. Yeah, Johnson missed weight, man. So it's not, it's not a good thing at all. But it's a tough fight because striker versus grappler matchup. Johnson's been subbed a bunch, but he's so much better on the feet. Bunes just got absolutely picked apart bad and by Josh Van. But Josh Van's a great fighter, This is a weird fight. I'm not really confident in it, I just feel more confident picking Johnson, man, because he's going to have a huge striking advantage, man. He does have good jiu-jitsu, but Bunes is the better grappler for sure. But I'm going to go with Johnson. I think he's going to pick him apart, and possibly get him out of there. So I'll go with Johnson. Next fight, Rose Medic, minus 200 versus Punahale Soriano, plus 170. Yeah, I think Medic's a better fighter. I think he's going to hurt him on the feet pretty bad. I don't think Soriano has a grappling to take Medic down. Medic's been looking pretty good, man. really good striker, man, for 170. So kind of curious to see who they give him next. But his takedown defense, his grappling's, kind of not that good. So, and his cardio, we haven't. I don't know. I think it's a good matchup for Medic. So we got Medic here for a pick. Next fight, Austin Bashi minus 270 versus Christian Rodriguez plus 230. I like C-Rod, man. He's, I like the guy. I've been on him a lot. He's a good fighter. I know I got lucky for Bulgarian, but this is a different matchup. I mean, I got to go with Bashi, man. This kid is really good. The thing is with Bashi is that if you watch the tape on him, he's been 5 rounds, man. I mean, his cardio is good. You watch the tape on Bulgarian, he hasn't even been out of the first round. He's getting all the first round finishes. So, I mean, it's not surprising that he gassed. Bashi doesn't gas. The guy has a gas tank 15 minutes for 25 minutes. I mean, the guy's relentless, man. Great grappler. He's going to get takedowns here, and his striking's getting better and better. I think it's a good matchup. I think Bashi can actually submit Christian Rodriguez, or he can win a decision. So, yeah, man, I think C-Rod needs to go back to 135 bad. I know Bashi's not the biggest 145-pounder. He's only fought a featherweight a couple times, but he's going to stay at 145. He's so young. He's going to get bigger and bigger. So this is a really good fight, man, but I think it's a great matchup for Bashi. I think he's going to go out there and dominate Christian Rodriguez and go up the ranks. I think Bashi's one of the best prospects in this division. We're going to see this kid go far, man. That's saying a lot for me because I like C-Rod. I'm a big C-Rod guy, but yeah, I don't see him beating Bashi, man. Bashi's going to go out there and dominate the takedown. So I got Austin Bashi. Next fight, we got Chris Curtis, Roman Kopylov. We got Kopylov minus 210, Chris Curtis plus 180. It's just really hard picking Chris Curtis, man. I got to go Kopylov, man. I think he's a better fighter. I think he's a better striker. Curtis is not going to take him down. He has good boxing, but I mean, Kopylov just going to do the whole Joker, Hermanson game plan. I see Kopylov pick him apart, dancing around. He's the better striker, more technical. He's going to pick him apart and win a decision. So I got Kopylov for the win. Next fight, speaking of better strikers, we got Cesar Almeida minus 254. We got Abdul Razak Alhassan plus 214. I don't like Almeida's ground game. I mean, at all, because he's got a striker and Kopylov dominate him on the mat. But he's a good striker, and I think he's a better fighter here. I don't think Alhassan's going to be able to out-grapple him. Maybe he might get one takedown. I think Almeida has the better gas tank. I think he's going to pick him apart, and he's the better fighter and the better striker. So I got Almeida probably getting a knockout here. Co-main event, we got Santiago Ponzi, minus 136 versus Carlton Harris, plus 116. This is a very tough fight to call. 2 washed-up fighters. Give me the dog. I think Harris definitely has a better grappler. Striking, Ponzi's more technical. They're both chinny. They've both been knocked out multiple times. I think Harris has a little more dog in him. I think he's going to go forward and land some wild shots and get him out of there. Maybe even get a sub. So I got Harris. Main event, rematch, Man Ribas, minus 189 versus Mackenzie Dern, plus 64. This hurts me saying this because I'm a big Dern fan, but I'm going to pick Ribas here. Dern just not looking the best, man. I mean, bringing what is she bringing? One of those dogs and stuff. Like what is she doing, dude? I don't know, man. I just where's her confidence at? I feel bad. She's gone through a lot in her personal life. Her striking's not good at all. I don't know what her game plan is, man. She's just not she's looking worse and worse, and it sucks, man. I'm a huge Mackenzie Dern fan, man. She's a good. She can be a good fighter, but I don't know, man. Her IQ sucks. Ribas has questionable IQ as well, and she's a little chinny, but I don't think Dern. I mean, Ribas is the better striker here for sure, and they're both great grapplers. But I think Ribas is just the better fighter right now, man. I'm gonna pick her. Would it surprise me if Dern won? No, because it's not. I'm not gonna say it's a lock. It's it's a close fight, but I mean, I'll go with Ribas. I think she's the better fighter right now. I think she can win a decision, so she can take her down. She's a better striker, so I'll go Ribas. So for picks, we got Ribas, Carlton Harris, Almeida, Kopylov, Bashi, Medic, Johnson, Silva, Ogden, Jacoby Smith, Ernesta Kareckaite, Magomed, Kline, and Aliev and Aliev. And my only bet, plus 142, Trey Ogden, guys. It's Trey Ogden season. Let's go. I'm excited. I've been confident about this fight for a while. We had a month break. I'm going to do this every week, man. So I can't wait. to talk about the next card, because next card is that's a great card, guys. So please like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope everyone has a winning night. And let's get it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It starts at 1 o'clock my time, Pacific time. And I'm out, man. Later, guys. Peace out. Let's get it. Ogden season. Awesome Bashi season. Let's go. Later, guys.